Imagine waking up one morning, logging into your bank account, and seeing something different in the way your Social Security payment looks. Maybe the deposit doesn't quite match what you expected, or maybe there's a new note attached to it, signaling a change in how the government is handling your benefits. That feeling of uncertainty can spark both curiosity and concern, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening now, because new bank account checks are here, and they're set to affect how seniors receive their Social Security Administration payments. If you or someone you love relies on those monthly payments, then this isn't just news. It's something that could directly affect the way you budget, plan, and live your daily life. Before we dive in, I want to ask you something important. Have you ever worried about whether your Social Security payment will arrive on time or in the right amount? Do you ever wonder why the government keeps changing the systems that impact seniors the most? And what if there was a way to better prepare for these changes, so you're not caught off guard the next time something new rolls out? Stick with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to break it all down, explain why these new checks are here, what they mean for your benefits, and most importantly, how you can make sure your money stays secure. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, because this channel is all about keeping you informed on the changes that matter most to your financial life. So, what exactly are these new bank account checks? On the surface, it might sound like something minor, maybe just another layer of verification. But when it comes to Social Security payments, nothing is ever just minor. Every single change in the way money moves from the government to your account has the potential to affect millions of seniors across the country. And the truth is, these checks are part of a bigger effort to protect seniors from fraud, mismanagement, and errors that have been creeping into the system for years. But here's the real question. Are these new checks designed to help you, or are they just another hoop you'll have to jump through to access what you've already earned over a lifetime of work? Let's think about it for a second. For decades, seniors received their Social Security benefits through paper checks, delivered straight to their mailbox. Some of you might remember waiting for that envelope each month, hoping it wouldn't get lost in the mail or delayed. Eventually, the government switched to direct deposit, promising it would be faster, safer, and more reliable. And for the most part, that's been true. But with digital systems comes digital risk. Fraudsters, hackers, and scammers are always looking for new ways to intercept funds, redirect payments, or steal identities. So now, the Social Security Administration and the banks are stepping in with these new account verification systems, so-called bank account checks, to make sure the person receiving the payment is really the one entitled to it. But here's the part that makes so many seniors uneasy. What happens if these new checks mistakenly flag your account as suspicious? What if your payment gets delayed, or worse, temporarily frozen because the system thinks something is off? Would you have enough in savings to cover your bills while you sort it out? Could you handle hours of phone calls and paperwork just to prove that your bank account is legitimate? These are the kinds of questions that are keeping people up at night, especially those who live month to month on their Social Security income. Think about it this way. Wouldn't you rather know now how your payments could be affected instead of finding out the hard way when a deposit doesn't show up on the day you're counting on it? Wouldn't it be better to prepare, to have a plan, than to scramble and panic later? That's why we're unpacking this topic so thoroughly, so you can walk away with clarity instead of confusion. The Social Security Administration has said these new bank account verification systems are rolling out gradually, meaning not everyone will notice changes right away. Some banks are already implementing stricter checks, while others are still updating their systems. You might see a small note on your statement, or you might receive a letter from your bank asking you to confirm your account details. And here's the tricky part: scammers know this too. They know seniors are being asked for information, so they'll try to mimic these requests to steal sensitive data. How will you be able to tell the difference between a legitimate request from your bank and a phishing scam designed to drain your account? That's where awareness becomes your most powerful tool. But beyond fraud prevention, there's another layer to this. The government wants to make sure that payments aren't being sent to outdated accounts. Over the years, billions of dollars have gone astray because people changed banks, forgot to update their account information, or passed away without notifying Social Security. These errors have created backlogs, misdirected payments, and even legal disputes. By adding more robust account checks, the SSA hopes to reduce those errors. That sounds like a win on paper, but in practice, the burden falls on seniors to double-check, confirm, and sometimes resubmit information they thought was already squared away. So here's another question for you. Should it be your responsibility to jump through these hoops, or should the system be designed to serve you without adding extra stress? Isn't the whole point of Social Security to make retirement more secure, not more complicated? And while these questions may not have easy answers, they highlight the reality that every change to the system has ripple effects. Seniors who are tech-savvy might breeze through a quick online verification, but what about those who don't use smartphones or computers? Will they have to stand in line at the bank, call Social Security, or wait for paperwork in the mail? That's time-consuming, stressful, and in some cases, overwhelming. Now, let's bring this back to you. If your Social Security payment is your main or only source of income, how would a disruption affect your day-to-day life? If you suddenly didn't get that deposit on the 3rd of the month, would you have enough to cover rent, electricity, or prescriptions? And if the answer is no, then doesn't it make sense to take a few simple steps now to make sure you're prepared? Here's what you can do. Start by contacting your bank and asking if they've implemented the new SSA account verification process. Find out whether you need to reconfirm your account information. If you receive a letter, don't ignore it, but don't automatically trust it. Either call the bank directly using the number on your official statement, not the one printed on the letter. And if you're ever unsure, reach out to the Social Security Administration itself. Yes, it may mean waiting on hold, but it's better than risking your benefits falling into the wrong hands. And if you're watching this and thinking, "I'll deal with it when it happens," I urge you to reconsider. These changes are already here, and being proactive can make the difference between a smooth transition and a financial headache. After all, isn't peace of mind worth a few extra phone calls today? So, as we continue, I want to keep asking you, do you feel confident in your financial security, or do you feel like the system is constantly shifting beneath your feet? Are these changes giving you comfort, knowing fraud will be reduced, or do they leave you more anxious about possible disruptions? The future of Social Security is always in motion, with updates to cost of living adjustments, benefit eligibility, and now how payments are delivered. Seniors who stay informed and prepared are the ones who navigate these shifts with the least disruption. That's why being part of a community that shares this kind of information is so valuable. You're not just watching a video, you're equipping yourself with knowledge that can protect your financial future.